Lesson 6, Traffic Management. We'll now watch a video that was taken by a law enforcement's dash cam of a fire crew that is on scene, as well as another law enforcement vehicle that is on the inside shoulder in the opposite direction. The captain of the fire apparatus narrowly avoided a secondary crash, and while he was checking on the victim, a third vehicle struck the second vehicle and threw him 20 feet. The captain suffered 3 broken ribs and a broken leg. A traffic incident management area is a type of emergency event which has 4 main components, which are the advance warning area, the transition area, the activity area, and the termination area. Now in the activity area, you have a subcomponent which is also known as your buffer space. Advance warning area. All advanced warning devices should be placed so that they would provide enough warning for vehicles to slow before reaching the incident and any queue that may form. Advanced warning should be a high priority for responders, particularly in the cases of reduced visibility. Here's an example of a deployed advanced warning sign. Another advanced warning adjustment consideration involves limited sight distance. A small elevation or curvature in the roadway can obstruct the driver's view. Once it has been determined the incident is a limited sight distance situation, position your vehicle further upstream of the scene than normal to serve as advance warning and keep your lights on. Contact other responding units and advise them of the exact location and request they position for extended advance warning. Now, sections of roadway where drivers are redirected out of their normal path, transition areas usually involve the strategic use of tapers. Tapers can be set up using cones or cones with flares. Skip lines on the roadway are used to provide as a guide for measuring distance for your taper. Now, according to the MUTCD, cones that are used at night or on highways with a posted speed limit greater than 45 miles per hour must be predominantly orange in color, 28 inches or greater in height, and have 2 retroreflective white bands. Also, collapsible cones that are compliant with MUTCD are also available to be used. NFPA 1901 states that all apparatus must now carry 5 28-inch high fluorescent orange traffic cones with double reflective markings, 5 illumination warning devices such as flares, and 1 traffic safety vest meeting current ANSI standards for each sitting position. At incident scenes, cones or flares used in conjunction with cones to establish a taper are typically placed no further apart in feet than the speed limit. An alternative guide is to place a cone at every skip line to set up your taper. Here's an animation that will show us the proper way to deploy a 5 cone to block 1 traffic lane. Walk along the shoulder facing traffic, and a cone is subsequently placed on the edge line of each skip line. When the last cone has been placed on the edge line, the responder begins walking backwards until the next cone is reached. The responder takes 1 lateral step into the travel lane and places the cone immediately returning to the shoulder facing traffic. The responder again walks backwards until the next cone is reached and then takes 2 lateral steps into the travel lane to place the cone immediately returning to the shoulder. These steps are repeated until all cones are deployed.